Okay, I'm over here at this formation and I'm going to try to make my way up there to the top of that sucker. As you can see, there's a big crack system going down the center here. There were some guys climbing on this a few minutes ago. They didn't go all the way to the top, at least all of them didn't, but I'm going to try to go up through this crack here and see how far I can get. Give it a pop. The thing about climbing is it's a great sport that you don't ever have to stop if you don't want to. I mean, you can just keep going and going and going, and it works out everything. I mean, you'll climb one day and you'll be sore in places you didn't even know you had places. It's just a great exercise, a great family sport actually. My daughter Kenner's a really good climber, but she's more into softball now. She doesn't really care that much about climbing, but she is a good one. Great balance. Okay, you can see here where I'm going to have to go. Right up through here, and with one hand, that's going to be a little disconcerting. Okay, I actually negotiated that pretty well for an old man. So at this point, I'm going to move right on up through there and hopefully get to the top of this thing. You can get some sense of what I'm doing. You know, Frank, when you asked me about the motion control on this, or whatever that gizmo is that keeps it from flying around, this one doesn't have one. But you know what? Rock climbing is a lot about making fast moves. So sometimes the motion thing with this camera is just going to show you pretty much how it really is when you're trying to climb up through one of these crack systems. So just going to give it a shot here and we'll see what we can do. Now I'm back around on top of that rock. I did a technique that's called the chimney. I put my back against that rock and my feet on that one and push straight up. This is a great sport though. God, I love it so. I really miss it, but you know what? I love my family and I wouldn't dare risk doing anything that I thought might jeopardize that responsibility. So I'm going to keep this to a minimum as far as risk taking. And maybe other people sees it as foolish, but I just love it. It's just part of who I am. Okay, there goes a Jeep over there. I negotiated that horn right there. And this is just a great formation here because that rock that you see above me there is just sitting on these other two. It's like somebody just put it down there. And that's the way it eroded over hundreds of millions of years. The soft stuff left and the hard granite stayed. So I'm going to go right up through there. And let's see, here we go. Hold on. To get through here with one hand. There's the top. There's a view across the valley. Tremendous. And you can hear my heavy breathing. I mean, this is pushing it for me because I haven't done any of this stuff in a long time. But I am really enjoying it. Can't you tell? So, we're almost to the top. What I'm going to do is some friction climbing right here. There's a little space right in front of me that all it does is require me to just hit it at the right amount of speed and keep churning my legs, and we will get to the top. Okay. Let me go down here. I'm going to go over on this one, which is where I came from a few minutes, before. Here's the chimney I was talking about. And to do that, we just do a lie back like this. And you can see I'm sitting in it here, right like that. And as I go up, Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm chimneying up this sucker. Oh, there's the top. Thank you, Lord. Lay down, it's over. Give me about 6 months to get in shape and I'll come back and try this again. This is tremendous though. I'm going to turn around here in a second and you're going to see where I am. And it's really going to blow your mind. I have pretty much free climbed one of the easiest rocks to climb in the park, but nonetheless it's got some sticky parts in it. Take a look at this. Let's go on over here. You can see where it rained here a couple nights ago. Flash flooding filled up these pools on top, and you can see where they put chains in order for climbers to tie off to, but we don't need no stinking chains. Now the belay points are for climbers doing much harder routes than I did. So look at that. Isn't that gray? Isn't it just grand? That's like something out of a surreal science fiction movie, that landscape is. And it's just going on forever. I want to make my way back down and see if I can show you a couple of things that Frank and I were really originally intending to talk about, and that is some of the equipment that I use to climb 5 of the tallest buildings in the world. And I wanted to bring you out here and show you this. One, it's probably the last time I'm going to see it for a while. I'm moving back to Tennessee. And 2, this is where I really learned a lot of the techniques that served me well while I was climbing all over the country, basically going from one city to the other, climbing buildings like the Renaissance Center in Detroit, Peachtree Plaza in Atlanta, Houston's Texas Commerce Tower, which is over 1,000 feet, Knoxville United American Bank building, where I started with Mad Jack a long time ago, Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco, and the First Interstate Bank in Los Angeles.